What if that tender, melt-in-your-mouth octopus tentacle at your favorite upscale restaurant had survived a journey so ethically fraught, so technologically advanced, and so brutally efficient that it fuels a shadowy global industry worth billions, and possibly costs us the soul of the ocean itself? Imagine this. Miles off the rugged coasts of West Africa, under blistering sun and unforgiving seas, small-scale fishermen risk their lives aboard creaking wooden boats, armed with little more than handmade traps and hope. Their quarry? One of the planet's most enigmatic and intelligent beings, the wild octopus. With brains that extend into each of their 8 arms, skin that changes color and texture in an instant, and minds capable of solving puzzles, escaping cages, and possibly even dreaming, these animals rival household pets in intelligence. Yet, once captured, they're sold for mere pennies per pound, a desperate trade-off for coastal communities surviving on the edge. But that's only the beginning. Thousands of these cephalopods, now frozen and boxed, are shipped across oceans to vast, guarded processing plants in southern Europe, especially in Spain, the global capital of pulpo. There, in pristine industrial kitchens that hum with precision, the real transformation unfolds. Conveyor belts rattle. Gigantic washers blast salt and sand from thawed, rubbery bodies. Workers clad in masks and gloves move swiftly, blades slicing with surgical accuracy. Sought-after tentacles, lined with perfect suction cups, are neatly separated from bulbous heads, the latter dumped unceremoniously into pet food production. Only the arms, those muscular, sensory-rich appendages, are deemed worthy of the luxury food chain. Now comes the culinary alchemy. Massive pressure cookers, each the size of a small vehicle, render the gray, limp flesh into the glistening, deep red delicacy that chefs and foodies rave about. Olive oil flows like wine, smoked paprika drifts through the air, sea salt sparkles like crushed stars. The result? Spain's iconic pulpo a la gallega, a dish so prized that what started as a 5 catch off African shores now fetches upwards of $240 kilos in Tokyo's elite sushi circles and gourmet dining rooms from Dubai to New York. It's a staggering markup, a brutal ballet of supply chains and sensory perfectionism, a triumph of human ingenuity, and a tragedy of ecological ignorance. Because while profits soar, nature collapses. Wild octopus fisheries, particularly off Morocco, have seen population declines of up to 80%. The oceans are running dry, and so the industry pivots, not to sustainability, but to control. Enter the controversial mega farms. In these sealed, fluorescent-lit warehouses, octopuses are bred and raised like livestock. The very creatures that evolved to hide in crevices, hunt at night, and learn through exploration are confined in concrete tanks, stripped of complexity and stimulation. With no place to hide and nowhere to flee, stress skyrockets. Instances of cannibalism rise. And when it's time for slaughter, they're plunged into ice baths. A slow, agonizing death scientists now widely condemn as cruel, especially in light of growing evidence that octopuses feel pain, form memories, and experience something hauntingly close to consciousness. So what, really, are we eating? A luxury dish? A technological triumph? Or a silent sacrifice of intelligence and mystery, boiled and plated for Instagram? This isn't just about food. It's about a deep, unsettling disconnect between what we see on the plate and what happens far below the surface, in the sea, in supply chains, in the very minds of the creatures we consume. And in the end, one chilling question remains. As we turn these remarkable beings into commodities, are we feeding our appetites at the cost of silencing one of the ocean's greatest minds?